Okay, welcome to another tutorial. This is really just going to be a more in-depth look at the Object tab of your building menu. Unless I'm going to go into enough detail about it. Okay, to open up your build menu, you can press the B key, like so. Or you can go down here to the bottom of your Second Life client screen and press the build key. It says create new objects when you hover over it. Open up your build tab. By default, your create selection will be open, allowing you to create different basic starting prims. You have quite a few to select from to use in your building. The last two are grass and plants, which unless you own the land you're building on, will not work. But for this, we're just going to use a, general box. Okay, select it and click wherever you want to create it, or also known as resing. Okay, to really do anything and to get to your object tab, you need to press the more button. If you haven't done this before, it'll look like so. It says advanced options whenever you hover over it, and that'll open up. You have general, object, features, texture, and your content subtabs. Click on your object subtab. Okay, you have your object parameters, your positioning, your size, your rotation, the material, the building block type, your path cut, hollowing, twisting, tapering, and shearing. Your twisting, tapering, and shearing are just three your options that'll be in this area. There's usually a lot more depending on what kind of building block or basic beginner's prim that you select. Okay, on your object parameters, locking is simply a way of making sure you don't accidentally move or in some way mess up an object in the middle of building. Let's say you've resed it and you don't want to mess with it, but you're modifying another object right beside it. Well, that's one way to keep you from doing that, if it's like a precision job. You can set the object to physical, which enables the physics engine to mess with it. You can set it to temporary, which makes it delete after 1 minute. You can set it to phantom, which means it will not interact with another object or with you. You can walk right through a phantom object as if it doesn't exist, like it's a ghost, thus the term phantom. It has no reaction to an agent, which is an avatar. Your positioning, you can type in the number that you want it to go to, so you can see. You can, whenever you move it, it'll show different positioning coordinates. It's in relation to the grid, or what is known as your the sim coordinates. You can change the size by typing it in, of course. That's what a lot of your precision builders do. 0.5 by 0.5 by 0.5 are the default sizes. I keep typing in the wrong coordinates. Sorry about that. Your rotation. Rotate the object in precision increments. Pretty basic. You have your basic building block type, which allows you to change what kind of prim it is. I can change it to a cylinder. I can change it to a prism, a sphere, torus, tube, ring, and then the new sculpted feature. That's currently the apple sculpt. Change it back to a box. You can, oh, hang on. The settings are still set for a different type. There we go. You have path cut right below your building block type. Cut paths into it. Really good for us really complicated or detailed builds. You can hollow it, and there are different hollow shapes, as you can see here. Change the shape of the hollow cut into the object to a triangle, square, or a circle, or back to its default. You can twist the object up to 180 on each setting. You have minus, so you can change one to 180 and the other to minus 180, and turn it into something like this. Not a lot you can use this for, but there are certain things, and you might find a new thing to do with it, so always great. You can taper the object, or, well, prim. You can shear the top or bottom. Depending on how you have it rotated, of course. And finally, we have changing the object material. You have stone, metal, glass, wood, flesh, plastic, and rubber. These really don't do anything that I know of. They just change the sound that it makes whenever another object hits it. They may change some physical properties like density and weight and such, and how they react with wind if you change it to flexible path, but I really never have seen any real big difference. So really it's just sound changes. But that'll conclude the tutorial. Hopefully you've learned quite a bit from this, or learned what you wanted to know. If you have any questions, you can always IM me in World if you're a teen resident, or you can comment on this video, or send me a message on my wiki profile. I'd be happy to help you.